Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Liberty Politics. I'm your host, Jacob Murtaugh, and I'm joined by my co host, Rachel Geddes. Now, let's get right into it.
It's good to be with you, Jacob. Kicking things off, Elon Musk has given federal employees a second chance to respond to the ultimatum to justify their jobs or risk termination. The Trump administration has offered buyouts to 75,000 employees, with the majority of terminated involving employees who started their positions less than a year ago. Musk's downsizing initiative has led to a layoff of over 20,000 workers and a ripple effect across the U.S. economy, forcing companies to lay off workers and defer payments to vendors.
In other news, the House Speaker Mike Johnson is attempting to pass the Republican budget blueprint, which includes 4.5 trillion in tax breaks and 2 trillion in spending cuts. Despite oppositions from the Democrats and some Republicans, with almost no votes to spare in the GOP majority, Johnson is fighting against the Democrats, rank and file Republicans, and skeptical GOP senators to keep the package on track. The outcome is uncertain, as the Republicans face pitfalls ahead as they must keep almost every Republican in line or risk losing the vote.
Meanwhile, in Europe, Russia is attempting to convince the US president that Russia can offer a better deal than Ukraine. Critical rare earth minerals as Volodymyr Zelensky balked at Trump bid. Russia's leader Vladimir Putin said Russia is ready to work with partners to access minerals reserves, including Russian-occupied Ukraine. He also suggested Russia could resume selling aluminum in the U.S. supply around 2 million tons to the American market.
The U.S. House Republicans are facing growing opposition to Donald Trump's $4.5 trillion tax cut plan, which would fund illegal migrant deportation, tighten border security, deregulation, and military spending. Senate Republicans have enacted a $340 billion budget resolution, Plan B, covering border defense and energy priorities. Hardline Republicans oppose the $2 trillion spending cut over 10 years. With support from Elon Musk, some caucus reluctant to vote for the plan depends on funding arrangements and the government.
Apple plans to invest $500 billion over 4 years to expand U.S. facilities to create 20,000 jobs, potentially avoiding new tariffs on goods imported from China. The new move builds on Apple's previous efforts to expand the supply chain outside of China, including India and Vietnam. The U.S. investment will work with manufacturing partners across all 50 states, including a new server production facility in Houston and academy in Detroit.
The newly elected Chancellor of Germany, Merz, plans to form a coalition government with the SPD, while Olaf Scholz acknowledges the party's defeat. ING Research warns of complications revolving around this coalition. Energy Chairman Joe Keeser warns of a long-term agenda. The CDU won the German federal elections on February 23rd. The CDU has focused on economy, infrastructure, energy, education, innovation, pension systems, and regaining government control. This also comes as the controversial AfD party has taken second place to the SPD and is the largest political party in the German parliament. The AfD has been criticized for its links to extremist views and has been accused of Nazism within some of its members in the political party. The U.S. President Donald Trump has praised the focus of Europe and its economic recovery. Well, that wraps things up here. I'm your host, Jacob Murtaugh.
And I'm your co host, Rachel Geddes.
And always remember,
Liberty starts with the people.